You are listening to Zimbabwe News. Keep listening to Zimbabwe News.
A league of dirty, filthy, immoral men who are after working people's religious passions, working them out for business, for themselves. Shit. So forgive me if I use these very strong terms. I've done my investigations. By the way, we're not talking here opinion level investigations. Practical, clear, convincing, not just that we call them court admissible. Yeah, investigations that I have done over the years, over every one of these. So, if you hear me talking here and using those very strong terms, please do understand. There's some people who feel like, Zimbabwe dash. Well, listen to me. Nixon clearly stated during his sermon he'll be back in London this week. Mondi fonere, kana agadzoka. Ndiudze address yanengari. Nixon, show me his address yanengari. And I'll show you if it is a video that he has pre-recorded. If it's physical, please, I'm begging you, Nixon. Okay, Nixon, let's talk outside camera. Nditumira link yachona yataura kuti ari kudzoka chonayo. I'll be happy. Oh, Zia happens ambassador, so he now has diplomatic protection. Okay, so he's gonna stay away because in the ambassador. Okay. Our viewers, readers, and listeners, quickly. Pyra Rema cases against Uebert, this young man who calls himself Yupit Angel, is now very, very big. Rakura, massive, big, not small. And I'm putting that in English here. We are now on a steep slope, as it were. Okay, thank you. I think I've spoken some clear English for a start, right? Okay, right. If you can tag as many people as you can here who are possible victims of this criminal called Uebert. And the ambassador for what exactly? Please balance me. Well, Emerson Mnangagwa said he's a brand ambassador, and then he himself, Uebert, said that he is now ambassador at large. I've never heard such a title. It's not in the constitution. You hear me? What it seems to indicate me is that there's been some strange arrangement here. I mean, what do you think this means? I mean, if someone just comes out and they called a new title. Imagine if a woman was to come out and then say, you know what, I'm Simbachi Kanza's wife at large. Okay. Oh, some title. What would you think there? Right. Okay, someone says I must have missed something. Simba Atizadi rerun Zaya. He left. He fled. He fled the United Kingdom. You didn't know? When I reported about it, right when it happened, and I announced that, look, this young man has fled the United Kingdom for Zimbabwe. Magati chimi pada mwakatara hey Zimbabwe tora fake news urudaide ndakaunza ma V11 amdakati look, this is what we've seen here. Here is a video of the man, of this criminal inside a car. Yeah. And then so Simbako mapurisa UK ari kuti yechi nekesi. They are working on the case. Ukaona munhu asungwa paipa kuzosungwa. Usafunge kuti wewe kuti zvinhu zvinenge zvaitika one day. Azviitike ma investigations aitika in one day. How he's been doing it. How Ubert's been doing it. When he does these things, he quickly deletes evidence. And what he does is, when he lures these women, when he hypnotizes these women, as someone says, don't use too much on, I apologize here. I apologize. When he hypnotizes these women, when Uebert hypnotizes these women, he orders them to send him a video or pictures and all that of themselves while they're naked. So this is how the whole thing happens. So when they've sent all that, then when he sleeps with them, when he rapes them, he then later on, upon the victim realizing, upon the victim wanting out, he will then threaten them and say, look, I will leak your videos, I will leak your pictures. So that's how he does it. But not only that, he has used different ways here. Like, for instance, he won't call using direct call. He'll call using WhatsApp. He'll call using Telegram. Because he knows that these platforms, they're not easy to trace. But when he called me, when the criminal called me in March 2018, I listened to him over the WhatsApp call. And then later on, while he was, trying to bribe me, I said, I'm not going to have him talk to me over a WhatsApp call. So I then pressed the button and I talked to him directly. And then, I became one, or if not if not one, or the only journalist here who this criminal has talked to for nearly an hour. Continuously. And me getting answers, ending up interviewing him. At first it was a chat when he was trying to bribe me. Later on, I started interviewing him. I told him, look, you can't leave without answering these questions. You got to answer me on these questions here. And then he claimed that I'd never been rejected at his church meetings where I was going to investigate him and all that. But he actually answered me on these crucial issues. About the women, he said to me, about the abuses against the women, Uebert said to me, moral failure is not a crime. That's what he said with his own mouth. Someone is saying, have these women made police cases with federal law? Hear me, I don't talk what I don't know. I'm not going to say everything and anything here. But what I can tell you is there are investigations that have been filed so far. This whole work that we've been doing it for over 6 years. Do you think it's just for the news? You think it's just for my personal files? Someone is saying, so you don't take a bribe. Did you want to bribe me? I don't take anything. Do you actually think that I take bribes, Natasha? So, right now, screaming out to you, if you're a victim, if you have been taken advantage of, hear me, if I were you, I would scream. If I'm a victim of this criminal, this filthy criminal, I myself would scream. I would contact us, and you know what? We can help you, connect you with law enforcement, lawyers, and all that. We can do it, and we are doing it right now. So if you're one of those, hear me, we're always there. We will always be there to help you. Do not be dejected. Don't feel bad. Don't feel terrible about yourself. Listen to me. Don't feel like you're less worthy than others, that you're not as worthy as others, that, you must understand that your only liberation will come when you start valuing yourself. Hear me. Every person over the years that I've been talking to, when they have experienced breakthrough, it was when they started valuing themselves, number one, when they started loving themselves, number two, hear me, when they started understanding their worth in the human society, in the history of humanity, that they've got something to contribute to our country, to our world today, that they themselves might have even made mistakes and all that, but they are the darling of the earth, the sole darling of the earth. Upon realizing such, every one of these victims, hear me, every one of them, show me one who has failed to shine in the earth. Show me one. So, if you're a victim here, come in. And if you know a victim, let them call in. If not, do you know what? They can just report straight to the police. Yeah. There is a, when you Google, Uebert has been playing with Google a lot. So, you go on Google, there's an article that says it was written by Forbes Africa. An article that claims that Uebert used to own Great Hampton Limited. That's fake, false and misleading, totally false. Uebert has never owned Great Hampton Limited. So what he was doing is, Angachi feed just my fake articles. He was feeding these fake articles into Google, into newsfeed, and you would pay journalists and the like. And the idea is to create credit, is to create fake credit for himself. That's what's been happening. That's what's been happening. So are you a victim? If you are a victim, or press the share button, take it into forums, UK, South Africa, Zimbabwe, all over. Share it as much as you can here. Hear me? As I was saying before, this year is the year. Okay, in Shona we say the year of sports. Igorema sports. Rakazarama 1. Right. Gorema 2021. Gorema sports. Rakazarama 1. Ma 1. Okay. So that's what it is here. Gorema sports 2021. Kazarama 1. Ma 1. Gorema sports 2021. Kazarama 1, Ma 1. Here we go, viewers, witnesses. This is what we need to do. Press the share button. Let's get more victims here to speak. We haven't finished. Said before here, we're going to go 6 months. We'll be investigating these criminals. We're following here this Uebert criminal. We are following Walter Magaya. We're following Talent Chiwenga. We're following Emmanuel Magando. Every one of these criminals. They're taking money from people. There's a video of Walter Magaya showing something that he was saying that he has, that he was saying that he's going to be selling to the people. He called it holy water or something like that. Yeah, these people, you know what? There'll be others, there'll be learned women and who will actually pay them. You will see, after all this that we have done here, to show that Walter Magaya sexually abuses young women, and he does it so blatantly, even without protection and all that, and all these things, all the frauds that we've been exposing here. A woman loses 70,000 in a property sale, which after Magaya had duped her. Another woman loses, a British woman based in Birmingham here, loses £20,000. For instance, we intervene, we show. Do you know what? All these, as we are moving, as we are following here, you will be shocked that some people, when after seeing all this evidence, will be back sitting on that filthy man called Walter Magaya, or even this dirty man called Yupit Angel. That's what we now call him, Fallen. Yeah. So quickly, our viewers, witnesses, here we are. Are you one of those victims? And if you are, do let us know, and we'll continue here. By the way, if you want to contribute anything to this work, hear me, this is big. We have assembled here a team of hard, we're talking here very, like, you know, we call them lawyers of metal, right? International criminal lawyers of metal in Europe. We have also assembled a team of well-trained and, hear me, aggressive investigative journalists. So this whole pack here, we want to make it successful. Any one of these criminals flies over to Africa, whatever they do here and they run away, hear me, we will have the tools. You will have the tools where you will get to a point where you simply press the button, I need this done for me. Do you know what? This system will be there and ready to trigger and deal with these criminals wherever they are, whether if they fly to somewhere in the middle of the ocean, they can still be caught under international law. This is the framework that is there of yours witnesses. We are aware that a few other organizations here and there doing great work, but we have set up this unique news service that combines the resource and the force here of what has already been provided in the constitution of our country, the laws, the bills here. So this is what we have, our viewers, readers, and listeners. Let me read a few of your comments. Someone says Ngaba Kwigwe. Oh, no, sorry, I apologize. Wrong comment. Manyoni. Okay, I'm not going to read that comment. I think I shouldn't read comments now. Let me cut. We don't want to offend anyone. My apologies there. I just read, my mouth ran faster than my mind. But anyway, our viewers, witnesses, good afternoon to you. Those who want to donate here to this great work, I'm going to put up the link here. With just £20, you yourself investing here so that we can equip this framework. You can make things happen. So I'm just going to put up here so we have it. Okay, here we go. Putting up the link right now. So there's a PayPal link, and then there's also a direct deposit. So I'm going to put it right now, viewers, witnesses. I think you've got it now. You should have it. So if I should pin it there, but I think you now have it. Well, here we are, viewers, witnesses. This is a quick catch up here.
Keep listening to Zimbabwe.